Welcome to the Business English Masterclass. My name is Tessie, and in the next 8 minutes, I am going to change the way you speak English in professional settings forever. Here is the hard truth. You can have perfect grammar. You can pass every exam. But if you sound like a tourist in a boardroom, nobody will take you seriously. Language is not just about words. It is about power, perception, and presence. Today, we are covering 4 things: negotiation vocabulary, office leadership language, the global shift between American and British English, and pronunciation that commands attention. By the end of this video, you will have a toolkit that Fortune 500 executives use daily. Let us begin. Let us start with negotiation. This is where most professionals lose credibility before they even sit down. Walk into a meeting and ask, "How much?" and you have already lost. Why? Because that question places you at the bottom of the power structure. It makes you sound like a customer in a market, not a partner at a table. Instead, you need to master 3 phrases. Phrase 1. I would like to discuss your most competitive rate. Notice the word discuss. It implies collaboration, not demand. Phrase 2. Could you walk me through the pricing structure? This shows you are analytical and patient. Phrase 3. Based on these numbers, where do you see room for flexibility? This shifts the burden of movement onto the other party while keeping you in control. Now, let us practice the delivery. When you say these phrases, slow down. Pause after competitive rate. Let the silence sit for 1 second. That pause tells the other person you are serious. It signals that you are not desperate. You are evaluating them just as much as they are evaluating you. Imagine this scenario. You are at a vendor meeting. The supplier quotes a price. Instead of reacting, you lean forward and say slowly, I appreciate that. Based on these numbers, where do you see room for flexibility? The supplier now knows you are a professional. They will offer you a better deal because they respect you. Try that this week and watch the results. Now, let us move to everyday office communication. This is where most learners struggle because they translate directly from their native language. The result is often vague, unclear, or even rude. Here is rule number 1. Never say, "We need to talk about this." That phrase creates anxiety. It sounds like a problem. Instead, say, I would like to circle back on this. What does circle back mean? It means we will revisit this topic at a more appropriate time. It is organized, it is calm, and it signals leadership. Rule number 2. Stop saying, I think we should do this. That makes you sound unsure. Say, I recommend we move forward with this approach. The word recommend carries weight. It shows you have thought about the decision and you are confident in your analysis. Rule number 3. When you disagree with someone, do not say, you are wrong. That ends the conversation. Say, I see it differently, and here is why. This invites dialogue instead of conflict. It positions you as a collaborator, not an opponent. Let me give you a real example. You are in a project meeting. A colleague proposes a timeline that is too tight. Instead of saying, that is impossible, say, I see it differently. Based on our current resources, I recommend we extend this deadline by 3 days to ensure quality. See the difference? You are not rejecting them. You are offering a solution. That is how leaders speak. That is how you get promoted. Section 4. Pronunciation that commands attention. Finally, let us tackle pronunciation. You do not need to sound like a native speaker. That is unrealistic and unnecessary. But you do need to be clear, and you need to sound polished. Take the word schedule. American pronunciation is schedule. British pronunciation is schedule. Which one should you use? If you are presenting to a global audience, I recommend the British version. Why? Because it is perceived as more sophisticated in international settings. It gives you an air of refinement that the American pronunciation sometimes lacks. Another word is privacy. American is privacy. British is privacy. Again, the British version sounds softer and more elegant. Practice these words out loud. Record yourself. Listen back. Adjust until you are comfortable with both. But remember, clarity is more important than accent. Speak slightly slower than you think you need to. Enunciate your consonants. Open your mouth when you speak. Mumbling is the enemy of authority. If people have to ask you to repeat yourself, you have already lost their attention. Speak clearly, speak slowly, and speak with purpose. You have just learned 4 powerful strategies to transform your business English. Negotiation vocabulary that shifts power, office language that signals leadership, cultural awareness that builds trust, and pronunciation that commands respect. But here is the most important truth. Knowledge is useless without practice. You can watch this video 10 times, but if you do not speak these phrases out loud today, nothing will change. So here is your homework. Pick one phrase from this video, just one. Write it down, say it out loud 10 times right now. Then use it in your next meeting, just once. That one moment will change how people perceive you forever. If this video helped you, save it to your favorites. Watch it again tomorrow. Share it with a colleague who needs to level up their English. And comment below with one word, MASTERCLASS. Let me know you are committed to becoming a better speaker. This is Tessie signing off. I will see you in the next lesson. Keep practicing, keep growing, and never stop striving for excellence. Thank you for watching.